welcome to the Goods from the Woods. My name is Rivers Langley.
I'm Sam Harder.
And I'm Carter Glasscock.
Joining us today, she has a brand new album out. She's a hilarious comedian. Ladies and gentlemen, our friend,
Kristal Adams.
welcome to the show, Kristal.
Hello.
Oh man, tell us about the album. Let's start with the plugs up top because we gotta move some units here.
All right. Well, so the album officially comes out August 26th, and the pre-release date is August 6th. So you can get one single from the album, and the album is called "Ain't I a Wombat?"
I'm always fascinated by
Yes.
stand-up comedy album titles. It's and that's a winner. I love
a good
it.
one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
When was it recorded?
We recorded it on my birthday, May 5th.
Oh, cool.
This year.
Wow, you've got a Cinco de Mayo birthday.
Yes, I do.
All
I
right.
was actually terrified. I had like nightmares for a whole month before that like the night of the show, there was going to be a mariachi band playing outside. That was going to affect the sound. I'm like, oh my God, what if we have to edit out a mariachi band into my album?
I love how comics brain just go to worst case scenario.
Yeah, of
always.
course. Yeah.
And there's going to be an entire band.
Exactly.
They won't stop.
Where'd you record it at?
At the Glendale Room.
Okay.
Oh
Nice.
shit! Okay,
Yeah.
That's I've had my eye on that spot as
It's
well.
great,
yeah,
yeah.
that's such a fun little room. Yeah, shout out to Sean Casey over there at the
Yeah.
damn Glendale Room.
Absolutely.
Oh, that rules. And you're happy with it? So everything came out good?
Yes, I'm really happy with it. The last track of the album, I do a bit that I've been working on for the past 4 years that talks about wombats, but also the title, it evokes this speech that Sojourner Truth gave during the women's suffrage meeting, like years ago before women had the right to vote.
Yeah.
And she actually never said, "Ain't I a woman?"
Yeah, that's what the speech is like remembered as, but she never actually
because
said it.
when they printed it, they changed it because I guess to move units.
Yeah, they had to catchy title. Yeah.
But she actually never said that, and then so I wanted to title the album that, and also August 6th happens to be the day that the Civil Rights Bill was passed, so it's actually the true date that Black women got the true right to vote, at least without fear of violence.
Right.
So yeah.
Oh, that rocks.
Yeah, which is funny because I start off my album and, usually every step by telling people I'm not a political comedian. But look at me now.
I mean, hey, the world makes bastards of us all, whether you wanted to or not. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, that rocks, man. That's great. I checked out your Just for Laughs set earlier today. So goddamn funny.
Thank
So when
you.
this comes out, everybody listening, pick up "Ain't I a Wombat?" Is the wombat your favorite animal or just something you're fascinated
It is
with?
my favorite animal.
It's
and
they're pretty.
When you listen to the album, you will understand why.
Yeah.
I'm like, so the wombat is there a bill? Or I'm thinking of a platypus.
No, you're thinking of a platypus.
That is a platypus.
Wombat is a marsupial, but the thing they're known for is they have like right above their butt just like this incredibly tough hide and like mat of hair, and so if they're attacked, they will put their ass in their attacker's face, which
Like,
is
they
just
can crush. Yeah, they can.
just straight
They can
disrespectful.
crush the head of a dog. Like they have
Oh
a
my
lot of
God.
cartilage in their ass. And
Yeah,
yeah. But they are they're a cousin of the koala.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Grounded koala.
Which I feel like koalas have gotten too much press.
Yeah.
We all know about koalas. It's very frustrating. Whoever is on that marketing campaign is like truly done their job. Like we all have like koala merch growing up. Like I knew about it from like National Geographic, from zoo books.
Oh,
Yeah,
zoo
zoo
books.
books,
Yes, indeed.
But I never was like shown a wombat as a kid. And I'm like, everything that I've learned about a wombat as an adult, I would have freaked out about as a kid.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they give me this information? Why is it all about the koala? They're stupid.
Yeah.
They literally are stupid.
and high all the
yes,
time.
and filled with chlamydia.
Yes. Yeah.
3 strikes.
Yeah, that sounds like me. Okay.
Stupid, high, filled with chlamydia.
But seriously, folks.
Koalas? Who are they? Me?
I can't
That
even,
T-shirt has to exist. exist. Someone on Hollywood Boulevard is wearing that T-shirt.
Dream of koala fornication.
I'm going to be honest. I can't even think of what a wombat looks like off the top of my head.
I'm going to Google it.
Yeah. I would say wombat is a top tier animal name.
It's the best name.
As
Yeah.
far
It
as
is a good name.
fun words to say.
Yeah.
I think
you know.
I think we've all said mortal wombat at some point, not even knowing what it looks like.
I mean, they're incredibly cute.
That's crazy. It's like a
Yeah.
tiny little bear. Or
Wombat
something.
poop was this. Oh,
Yeah,
look at
and they
it.
poop cubes,
Yes,
correct?
they poop in cubes.
And they poop cubes, and scientists are not exactly sure why.
Yes.
That's
Whoa.
hilarious.
Yeah.
They can get pretty fucking huge.
Yeah.
Too. Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they fight with their butts. Like,
yeah, I
Yeah.
can see the butt.
What
I can
a-
see the butt
yeah,
clearly.
yeah. Magnificent animal.
Oh, it's like so, just like a bowl of pudding fuzz. Like, it's so
It's so cute. It's so cute.
Did they have those at the San Diego Zoo? I can't remember.
I probably do. I mean, San Diego Zoo really is. It's like
They kinda
the
got
Disneyland
everything.
of zoos. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I grew up on. I grew up on this zoo, and I remember the first time I went to a non-San Diego zoo, and I was like, this is so sad.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are the animals crying?
Yeah.
There's just like a house cat in one of them. Like a pigeon.
There's a bunch of empty cages and then one penguin.
Yeah, I only went to the San Diego Zoo one time, but I do have the distinct memory of getting back to my car and trying to think of an animal that I didn't see, and just coming up short. I was like, I think they got
They
them all.
got it between that and the
Dinosaur.
wild animal park.
Yeah.
They've got.
Oh yeah, I went to the wild animal
Yeah.
park. I've never been to the actual zoo, but the wild animal park rules.
It is great.
There we go.
Did you get attacked by any animals coming into the vehicle?
No,
okay.
they are good about keeping them fenced in, but
That's good. I like the redneck safari parks.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
they're just like, yeah, we'll just give you a van and you can just drive
Oh, no.
around. And then next thing you know, ostriches are pecking your ant.
Speaking of which, and speaking to what we spoke of on the last podcast about bisons goring people.
Oh, has it happened again?
Well,
I know what you're about. I saw this pic.
that's right. So me and Carly, for her birthday, we went to Catalina Island.
Where there are bison.
There are bison.
Yeah.
And there ain't much to do on Catalina Island except sit, kind of walk around in a drunken haze is what I've noticed.
Yeah.
I've never been.
Makes
But,
sense.
But you can take these bison tours. So we're going to take a bison tour for
Yes.
sure.
Yep.
And the whole time, the tour guide was, she did a great job, by the way.
Yeah.
So funny. And
You gotta, as a tour guide yourself, you got to say that.
yeah, 5-star Yelp review. But like a lot of get personal stuff too. It's like I've dated everyone on the island.
Oh my god.
And then she was like,
I bore witness to Natalie Wood's murder. Whoops.
yeah, I used to be a jazz singer. Here's one of those songs. And she would sing a song for real.
Wow.
And so I mean, just give it and it was one of those things where it was all in preparation of what if we don't see a bison? At least we had all this other fun
Sure.
time.
Yeah, I get that.
And at one point we were the group was trying to make a peace with it. We're just like, oh look, a squirrel, that's cool. But then we pull up and someone's like, stop, and there's a bison right fucking next to us. Stick your hand out of this Humvee and it's right fucking there.
And we
can smell it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and then they were talking about that story while this happened. Did you guys hear about the people that got gored by the bison?
God.
And me and Carly were so close to this fucking thing. We're like, that is about to happen.
We're like, yeah, we made fun of it for 20 minutes and now it's about to happen to
that would be
us.
karmic, yeah.
When I saw it on Instagram, I was like, Carter, what the fuck? We just talked about this for so long. Every one of us was in agreement. If you're that close to a buffalo, you're a goddamn moron.
You deserve to get gored.
Yeah, we were all saying it.
It would have been famous epitaph for me talking shit about it and then getting gored by a bison. It was very possible. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up.
I was scared for you when I saw that picture.
Yeah, because I was like, this is going to be one of those tourist trap things where it's they don't really have bison.
Yeah, I was wondering, how can you not find the bison? It's not that big of an island and there's a lot of them.
Well, they were like, did y'all see any bison on the last tour? And she was like, well, we saw one that was like this moving dot that was like 2 miles away.
Oh, okay.
So no.
So no.
No.
And I was like, that's what this is gonna be. Like they took us like a horse stable and stuff too to be like, don't ask for your money back. Like, I'm gonna show you animals.
Yeah, here's a big
Do they
animal.
run?
Huh?
Like in my mind, I can't picture a bison running.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, they can like stampede and shit, right?
Yeah, they can sprint forward very good.
I think
Really?
the article that we read was like 35 to 40 miles per hour, so faster than any human being.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And-
can only picture them moving slowly. So.
They normally
Right.
do.
Good to know.
They normally. That's why I think people think they can get so close because they're like, "Look, it's grazing grass and walking a couple steps forward,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
fine."
Dude, this thing had just enough room to get like a good like start on the
running
thing.
start.
I mean, and it was like snorting, and like we were like, that's like, she was like, oh, that's normal. It's just, she's just getting out of the sun, and like it was like snorting, kind of like moving its head around in this way. We're like, let's fucking hit the gas, let's get out of here.
Were there bison in the Antelope Stampede and Lion King, or was it just?
I think there were.
I think those are wildebeest.
it was wildebeest?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The bison is like the American buffalo.
Okay.
Yeah, so they wouldn't have those in Lion
So
King.
they wouldn't
but
have a version of that.
They'd have
in it.
like a water buffalo,
But
perhaps.
It was.
but-
Was it just one animal? I feel like I saw.
I think it was just wildebeest.
It's just wildebeest.
In that in the Mufasa's fatal.
I think that's probably the only stampede that I actually know. Then that's probably what I'm basing it off of.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
they're sad. It's a sad, unfortunate
Yeah, it's like
situation.
it's like one of those things that gets drilled in your head when you're a kid. It's like, okay, stampedes are bad.
Yeah.
They killed Mufasa.
well, that's probably a good thing.
It's a
you
good
know.
thing to know.
Kids
Yeah.
should know stampedes are bad.
And yet,
They're fun. And-
yeah, the kids are running every damn way.
Yep. And speaking of bad but fun, it is time for an
Oh, dear.
ungodly concoction today. Life's
boy.
adventure brought me to the Ralphs in Van Nuys, where I found apparently a Brody Stevens inspired energy drink. Positive energy. That's right.
Is it really inspired by him?
I don't know. That's just what he used to say all the time.
All right.
Positive energy. Yes, I will hike Runyon Canyon tonight.
I didn't tell you, Crystal, but every episode
yeah,
we,
yeah,
we
hiker,
try
yes.
an energy drink.
Yeah,
and,
you know.
And we've gotten to the point where we're on some pretty unknown ones. We kind of covered a lot of the major corporations.
It's very strange that, like, for some reason, it seems like a never-ending market. Like somebody's always getting into the game.
Yeah, well, and here especially, I would love to hear from people that live in the Bay Area to confirm my suspicion, but I believe LA is probably second after like the Bay Area in terms of just like, let us test market it here. If these idiots fall for it, then we'll launch nationwide. And I would assume the Bay Area would be number one just because the culture there is all about like staying up and coding.
Yeah.
And, it is like that kind of like, it's more
I bet
go
even-
get them than here.
Even New York, though, too. Like, I don't know if you remember, but like when all the banks started collapsing, one of the big issues, because I used to work at Bank of America for a time, so we would hear about it, is when Chase started buying up like Washington Mutual. Obviously, there's a lot of New York people or East Coast people importing their culture to the West Coast.
Sure.
And the culture over there is like, you stay till 9. Like,
Yeah.
you're not leaving. And the West Coast people were like, it's 6.
It's 3:30. I'm out of
Like,
here.
yeah, what's happening?
Bitch, I gotta get in traffic. No.
So I feel like New York would be another prime.
I bet
place
so.
for
Well,
that.
because whenever I go back home to Alabama and do the show there, they have a completely different. The top tier is all there: Monster, Rockstar.
Like, you're more attuned to like the quality levels of energy drinks, but to me, it's like it's Red Bull, then the rest is shit.
I mean,
like the rest is just like chemical sludge. So
Like,
it's
in
like
terms of
around.
flavor.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I mean, maybe
See, I think
even throughout this podcast, I still haven't developed a taste for anything but Red Bull.
Oh,
see,
Red Bull's now.
that's
Me and
my-
Rivers are.
I hate the Red
yeah,
Bull.
we hate Red Bull.
Yeah,
See,
I'm an
my
energy
palate
drink-
isn't as refined as
Yeah,
you
I
guys.
know. Yeah. My tongue has been dead for years. But yeah, you have a different undercard back east because they have Monster and Rockstar and all those standard stuff. But then you go down a level of and sometimes literally it's always usually at the bottom of the cooler at the whatever weird country gas station you go to. With like
It works just like a liquor store.
yeah, the weird shit's always at the bottom, and I found things in Tennessee that are like pure insanity, like that kind of shit that you would just never see out here. So I assume there's some marketing going on out there, but I always see things once and then never again.
Yeah.
So I try to jump on them, and this one is poppin' orange. So I believe this is supposed to be a
Creamsicle kind of thing going on?
type flavor, just in time for summer. And
Orange cream is so weird to me. I know you love it, Rivers.
It's my
but
fave.
the
I do
creamsicle-
dude, I like an orange cream soda.
that's why I got these seltzers here. I got the orange cream seltzers.
Yeah,
and-
Not bad.
yeah, we're doing 100% orange cream bevies today. All right, here we go.
Bevies.
Right.
just like the commercial.
Yeah.
Have we gotten comments of people loving the ASMR of this stuff?
They love it. They love it. Everybody talks about it.
You say that in a way like you're lying. They love it. They'll learn to love it. Everyone loves it.
They can't stop talking about it. There.
Uh-huh.
All right. Here you go, Carter. There
Thank
you
you.
go, Crystal. And cheers, everybody. Let's
It
get it.
smells like one of those carbonated waters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not as sweet as I was anticipating.
No.
I kind of.
I like it more,
Okay.
I think, that
Yeah, this
way.
is not
Oh, it's
bad.
weird on the back end though.
Yeah, the back end.
Is there sugar in this or
No, this is a no sugar situation. But they didn't oversaturate it with that sweet low taste, but it does have a peculiar funk on the end of it. I will say.
That's
Honestly,
when the-
I wouldn't be able to tell you if there was like an orange cream sort of situation. Like orange, yes, but orange cream?
Yeah,
It comes.
No.
I think that sets in later. After
When you're up at 3 in the
after
morning.
the initial swallow, the little swill that's left
Yes.
on your tongue, it tastes like a little cream.
Yeah, and in keeping with our theory that all energy drinks are made so you can easily escape to international waters, this is made at in Newport Beach.
Oh,
so
funny.
yeah, this
But
is.
what's the logo on it? Is it a Buddha? What is that?
I believe it's just like a little
it's a
little
little
raindrop, like it's like that bow cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
But it's got like a pause button in the middle of the raindrop.
yeah, just
I,
so
I gotta say, this drink isn't too bad. I was expecting to hate it, but
Yeah, it's not that bad.
It's I wouldn't drink a whole can, but as far as drinks we've tasted on this podcast, it's about average. I would say maybe a little below.
yeah. This one,
I like the fact that it doesn't feel like assault.
Yeah, it
Most
doesn't.
of these feel like assault, and this feels
It
mild.
doesn't like hit your tongue with a poison and then have the toxic
Yeah.
aftertaste.
This doesn't feel as ready to like spur a panic attack as the rest of these
Yeah.
do.
It's fitting with its name. Yeah, I think that's good
Right.
because if it would, yeah, all the other names are so harsh. that,
Aggressive.
Like, like the taste matches the name.
Right.
Yeah, this one's nice. It's like pleasant.
How much caffeine we got in this thing?
It is 1 3/4 cups of coffee, so it's
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
it's like a Red Bull.
160 mgs of caffeine.
Okay, that's more than
Wow.
a Red Bull.
And then it says simply beneficial. And then my favorite, little tricky language here: vitamin C and zinc are thought to support a healthy immune system.
Oh yeah.
we have no proof
Take
of this.
that,
So it's like-
FDA.
It's one of those things that's like it's not that offensive to drink, and then you look down and there's just like imaginary spiders crawling all over your hand and shit like that.
Yeah, this one also says clean energy from sugar-free green tea extract and vitamin B12. All right, so shout out to our chemist listening, Dr. Andy Vandy. Tell us what we're doing here to ourselves. Please tweet at us.
All
Our
energy
retainer
drinks
chemist.
are just powder. It's just powder. That's why there's so many. You said there's so many popping up all the time. They're so cheap
Yeah.
to make. They're like, do you have access to a canning company in powder?
That-
There we got the water already.
Yeah.
like Red Bull, Monster, Rockstar. Those three, everyone knows. But
Yeah.
it's like lower. It's like soda though. It's like there's Coke, Sprite, and whatever.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
everything below that is like kind of just a grab bag of like.
yeah, well, I mean, and literally, like Rockstar is Pepsi, Monster is Coke, Red Bull's kind of its own weird German thing, but yeah, you're right. And then everything else below is just like, let's see if they go for it.
Yeah, it's not like barbecue where it's like the South does it a little different than Texas.
I don't know.
I associate for some reason Monster with like what is it? Night of the Roxbury?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I imagine happening to anybody who drinks Monster.
Yeah. Just Hadaway starts playing.
Yeah.
Just, bam.
It was that that movie's way of keeping it PG-13 and not putting cocaine in the movie. It's like they'll drink energy drinks and we'll partner with them.
They were doing whippets in that movie.
They were?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
man,
not
it's
in
been
the
a while.
airplane version. It was Monster
Oh.
drink. No, I'm kidding.
What's his name? Colin Quinn is pissed because he has to go around all night looking for whipped cream canisters at different stores.
This is before Fast and Furious came out and people had the nitrous tanks in their car to fill them up.
Can you do that?
That's what people. Yeah,
You can take whippets off of nitrous cans.
Yeah, that are used to put fire out of your muffler.
Yeah, bro. You don't know about the Pittsburgh Nitrous Mafia?
Yeah, I do know about them. I didn't think they had cars.
They used to come down to Bonnaroo. I was next to them one year. I
That's
think it was
exactly what people do before we read those YouTube comments.
yeah, exactly. I think it was. I went back to camp, because Dave Matthews Band was playing. So I was like, I'm gonna go take a nap before the late night shows. And I get back to camp.
Hey, come back and listen to me.
And
Dripping bellies.
yeah, dripping bellies. And so I went back to take a nap, and I lay down in my tent, and just next to me, just for the next 2 hours, just like nonstop balloons. So we were, and then
I was thinking you were gonna be like, we were peeing.
There's
like a camel.
snake.
no, that was.
You drink 8,000 energy drinks a day. You got to go pee for 3 hours.
Nitrous going all night, and then come to find out that's like a dangerous gang that takes over
Wow.
East Coast music festivals.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with their territory, bro. But yeah, they filled
Yeah,
up all
it's
their
their
stuff
turf.
with the nitrous thing in the trunk.
It's just helium.
Yeah, well,
Don't mess with us.
yeah, that's not the same thing though, Rivers. I hate to tell you, that's not the same thing.
Yeah, it is nitrous
Well,
oxide.
they have a nitrous tank that's for whippets. It's not hooked into the car in any way.
Okay.
That they snuck it in sometimes they'll go out to a field beforehand before they set stuff up and dig a hole. And they'll put the nitrous tanks in the hole.
Hell yeah.
So they don't even have to sneak them in.
One way to
Wow.
be sure, got to call the Whippet Factory.
Yeah.
We just
One-
call these places.
Cooper's been going to the Grateful Dead shows, and it's a big thing there. People
With John Mayer?
Yeah, of course, dude.
Uh-huh.
You can't see it without him now. But he, there's a lot of that. And then Cooper's a dummy. He showed me a picture on his phone. He's like, want to see the most fucked up thing?
Friend of the podcast, Cooper Light.
Yeah. He shows me a picture, and it's these kids with balloons. And he's like, look at this. And I was like, balloons are kids' toys also. They're not just drug paraphernalia. And he was like, oh yeah, you're right.
It's just some
Their parents aren't giving their kids whippets.
it's just random kids in a park.
Yeah.
Hey,
Holding a balloon.
look at these drugs.
That it's probably too much of that. I used to actually be afraid of just being anywhere and there was just a single balloon because of the movie It.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was one balloon. If it was two, I'm fine. But one?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
It's
Oh,
like
no.
if you're not good at picking up context clues, if you're going to go explore that abandoned area with the one balloon in it, I can't help you.
Okay, here's an interesting thing that's not usually on these cans. We have a phone number for Positive Beverage LLC.
Oh boy.
We have a phone number here. What time is it on the East Coast right now?
Well,
they
they're
might
based in Newport Beach.
I really feel like it's going to be a cult. I genuinely,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think positive energy. Come on,
Oh, yeah.
there. That's going to take us right. It's going to be a yoga studio. That's who's going to answer the phone. But it's really that's the first step. That's how they get you in.
I see. I'm guessing
There's
it's like
methadone in this.
I'm guessing it's like a bald guy sweating, tank top, halfway through a cigarette. Hello.
Yeah.
This is positive energy.
In an empty room with a swinging light that's
Dreamsicle on a summer night in a folding lawn chair. Witches ring around the moon, better get home soon.
we finally found a roommate, but I have been on the Facebook contemplating dropping a Facebook ad. I was able to find a friend of a friend to take the room, which is the optimal situation.
That's what you want, yeah.
But I was on Facebook Marketplace at the rental section this week, and I wanted to share something that I found that is fucking incredible.
Yeah, I did that once and got so many replies from crazy people.
Oh,
I tried to fill the room here by doing that, and I quit Facebook afterwards. I haven't been on it since. I have like 99 notifications. I've just fucking.
Oh, that was when I was back in Alabama. I was like, "Can you handle this?" And you're like, "I think," and then
I don't want to.
yeah, we were sending profiles back and forth when that was going on. We were like, "Does this one seem okay?" And I was like, "No, they're talking about how they refuse to wear a mask and they're standing next to a million people at a lake."
And it's like a 58-year-old man, and
That's how I found the woman who was drunk at like 3 p.m. singing in the kitchen, and you could hear her roommate like working in the background from home. And then she was supposed to be like, I can't wait to get out of this fucking apartment. And it's like, you're the bad one, I think.
Yeah. Combing through anti-vaxxers during that time was really fun.
Oh, man. So this was posted. So it immediately jumped out at me. This is someone renting out a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom place, just single occupancy, not a room, like a whole house. And it was listed at $400. And I was thinking, shit, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Right.
But then you start reading it. So, and this was listed, this is like very close to here. So, nice part of town, nice enough part of town, especially for that price. 1,000 square foot, 1-bedroom, 1-bath, completely private. Hello, please read carefully. I'm subletting my place from July 23rd to the 30th. So you're paying $400 to be there for a week.
Okay.
So
good.
You get the thrill of paying twice what you would pay for a hotel to be in beautiful East Hollywood. So cool.
Someone else's house.
It's someone else's house. It's a 1-week rental. It is its own unit, 1,000 square feet. Just got to tell you again, it's a whole 1,000 square feet. Huge 1-bedroom with permit parking. It's right in the heart of Hollywood. No, it's not. It's East Hollywood. Very safe neighborhood. Looking for one.
No.
No. That's where Sam's weed store is. No.
Yeah, there's a weed store down there. I ride the bus past there. It's not the
Mary Jane Collective.
Yeah.
There's that was mine too when I lived here.
There's a couple around there.
That's the first place I ever bought weed in my life for Sam.
Yeah.
Looking for one person who has good energy to occupy my place. I listed it for $400, which is around $57 a night. Thank you for telling me how to divide 400 by 7. The only thing is that you'd be roommates with Chicken, my kitty. She's super friendly and has an automated kitty litter, water, and food dispenser. So I'm just looking for someone to be her cuddle buddy and make sure she's alive when I get back.
Why would I pay?
Bingo!
You?
Yes, it's someone asking you to pay $400 to cat sit this
Somebody
person.
doesn't get it.
And
Somebody's an evil person or genuinely a fool.
They're like, you got to learn how to scam people. If you're living here in Hollywood. But you're not very good at it.
They said, if this is something you'd be interested in, please let me know. Not looking for anyone who's in their party stage, but 420 friendly. Hope to find a responsible, beautiful person to put some good energy into my place.
Yeah,
Which is
$400 to party for a week is a pretty good deal, actually.
Yeah.
$400 to just blow weed in someone else's house and make sure their cat doesn't die. I'm sold, yeah.
And the cat's name is Chicken.
The
That's
cat's
fun.
name is Chicken. Yes,
I was really worried when you said chicken.
Me
I was
too.
like, is it a chicken?
Yeah. But, I mean,
Or is it a person named Chicken, which is equally frightening?
He just got out of prison.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely. And he's going to go back soon.
yeah, I just love.
You share the bed with him.
But yeah, I really just love that someone is trying to get you to pay them to cat sit.
$57 a
And
night.
the comments comments were exactly what you'd expect. Just people being like, "What the fuck is your problem? What are you talking about?"
You disable the comments on that, and you wait for someone who just got off the bus, went behind the ears to Hollywood, and be like,
"Did he respond to any of them?"
A couple of them, but they were, but like very confused, like where people were just being like, "This is fucked up. Like you can't do this. This is not a rental."
But what was his response? Like, did he respond like
just
reply?
like laughing emojis and shit? Like this person's she's
they're insane.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're insane. I think
You can get dunked on hard in the Facebook housing groups.
yeah.
People will go on there.
Oh
and
yeah, well,
fuck your shit up.
I think I'm in a black Facebook group for housing.
Mhm.
Now that one, it's like Comic View.
Oh,
And like there's been so many calls for like peace. Like people literally saying, "Can we all just get along?" Yeah, people have been ripped to shreds.
what are some highlights? Broad strokes. Anything you can remember?
I don't remember any specifics because I haven't looked at in a long time, but it'll be somebody that wants to move out to LA and they're like, "Hey, I'm moving out to LA and I have $7,000 saved up. I'm already looking for a job and I'm hoping to find a place that's," and it'll be just like, "You dummy! This is the stupidest thing. Stay in Ohio."
You're gonna die in 6 weeks. $7,000.
"Hope you didn't already do it.
Yeah.
Hope you didn't already move out here because you're fucked."
It's so mean. People are so mean.
That sounds like very cathartically funny though.
Yeah.
A lot of the housing ones are just like somebody who's obviously trying to screw somebody over.
Always.
Or like somebody who has like a super high price on like a piece of shit. Or
Yeah.
you can tell like the rental includes part of their rent. Or, sometimes they'll even admit that. Like, here's the price for the place. You'll be paying more than me.
The real suspicious one is whenever they are offering the main bedroom, like
Oh, yeah.
if it's like, "Oh, me and the other people are staying in these rooms, but you get the master bedroom," and you're like, "Oh, why though? Why aren't you in that one?"
Because we all use the bathroom in the master bedroom.
Yep. But yeah, I found this. This is in the New York Post today, and this is somewhat related. So the city's coolest pools are getting too hot to handle. On a recent scorcher of a Saturday, the rooftop common area at 1 North 4th. I fucking hate these like condo names. 1 North 4th, a luxury rental building in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, was wall-to-wall party animals, bobbing and weaving to music so loud it threatened to puncture eardrums.
What?
Oh no!
What 70-year-old wrote this article?
Yeah.
Also, based on the title, I really thought people were getting scalded in the pool.
yeah. Like they were being boiled in the.
Like third-degree burns from the pool.
This just in, these damn kids won't stop listening to this
The hippity hop. It won't stop.
electronic-y stuff. The daft robot music.
Yeah, the person who wrote this, by the way, great name. I haven't looked up a picture of this person, but sounds about right. Jeanette Setimbre.
Okay. It's in the New York Post, so that person probably doesn't exist.
Kevin, 29, a resident in the building who works in real estate, asshole, has had intended on having a serene pool day amid the recent heat wave, but he could barely find a chair, let alone dip a toe into the water. The deck was covered by sweaty bodies, some that didn't seem to belong.
What do they mean by that?
Yeah.
What on earth? So how is this news?
I know. It's the New York Post. It's garbage.
Does it say what it...
Yeah, so this is
Okay.
his quote. "It's not just residents. It's people who know there's a pool on my roof and they just walk up," which I encourage, by the way. Have I? No, I've never lived in anywhere that had a pool. I have always been an apartment pool hopper, chronic pool hopper. And Kevin, who declined to give his last name, told this to the Post. It says, "With temperatures rising and a spate of shark attacks making local beaches less attractive."
Oh my God.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I didn't hear about
I
that.
didn't hear about that either. This Jeanette Setimbre is worried
Every
about
little
that.
bit of information from this article, it's just like, I'm not expecting it. I mean, Kevin, like, how do you know they don't live in your building?
Yeah. Hey, there might be, and how do you know sharks don't live in the building too? New Yorkers are diving headfirst into private pools in luxe buildings this summer, but the tides aren't calm. Overcrowding is sparking conflicts all over town as residents and interlopers looking to pool party
Interlopers.
go to war. Yeah, exactly. Interlopers, the poors. The poors are getting into my pool. They're going to
They
war.
don't have top floor access. I'm in real estate.
I mean, that's what this
I'm in
is.
finance.
I deserve this.
My dad put me up in this apartment, and I have a key card.
You can't just walk in from the street. It's like, I did, but you can't.
I appraise houses.
They're going to war with those who want to enjoy calm waters in a pool area free of binge drinking and vomit. Quote, it's a free-for-all, griped Kevin of the pool that he shells out $65 a month to use. I love that. So on top of paying, he says, $4,750 a month for his rent, they also make him pay $65 extra for this pool that has just been taken over by street criminals, according to him, which rocks. Good on you, street criminals. You should all do this.
Yeah, go commit all your crimes here.
Yeah.
Kick his door in on the way out.
The fourth north or whatever it's called.
This is
It was named by the Swedish Muppet.
north. A fourth is a north, of course.
Kevin. I love that Kevin anticipated how much of a dickhead he's going to sound like because he didn't give his last name. Quote, this building is not cheap. You pay for a certain level of peace and quiet. Kevin, noting that he can't even score a lounge chair on weekends before the bikini and bucket hat crowd descends.
Those bucket hat
They're
guys.
the bucket hat
Problems.
guys, which I realize they're
Like
talking
Liam
about.
Gallagher? Who are they talking about?
Yeah, the guy from New Radicals.
Yeah, the dude from New Radicals.
No, bucket hat's
LL Cool J.
Bucket hat's back. We're old
Yeah, it
now.
is back.
It's back.
It is
He
back.
is like
Yeah,
loving the bucket hat.
Yeah, that's boy.
I love to see them do all the things that we all agreed at the end looked like shit.
Yeah. And all the things that I think for a while, like men and women would make fun of other men for doing. Now they're just leaning into it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bucket hats and mullets.
Yeah. Cargo shorts, we're doing it.
Cargo shorts.
Oh, I saw a pair in the wild yesterday. I was like, oh my God, I haven't seen those in so long.
Guess what? Your boy waited around long enough, and cargo shorts are back. Who looks like an idiot now? Not me.
You just had to save them for a decade.
That's right. I had to look like a shithead for a
And I
decade.
found $20 in that third pocket.
You lived through the tyranny of the skinny jean era.
I absolutely was like, I'm not fucking with skinny jeans. I'm gonna be here
Oh,
with my
no.
straight
Fuck no.
straight fit.
My torso is too big for skinny jeans.
I'll topple over.
Yeah.
I'm much too top heavy for that.
I've been looking like a busted can of biscuits for fucking 10 years because of those fucking things.
At nearby 420 Kent, another luxury Williamsburg building, a trail of glass bottles from the day before littered the 7th floor outdoor terrace on a recent afternoon, and another party was just getting started. Drunken behavior has become such an issue that building management recently had to send out a memo discouraging frat house antics. An anonymous resident said they recently saw vomit in a public area, though it was unclear if they swam in the pool.
I mean, don't blame the frat houses.
Yeah, I know.
These are adults making decisions.
Yeah, and my other thing is, if you are a person who was in a frat house, you're the person complaining about this behavior at this point
Right,
because your
because you have
dad
to
got
clean-
you a killer job in a finance somewhere. So, quote, when people party irresponsibly and like get too drunk and throw up, then it gets in the way of everyone else's fun.
I like how this guy
What
was
is fun to you?
What's definitely was somebody who did that.
Yes.
And then is like,
Yeah.
no, that's stupid now.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
kids who do that are stupid.
Yeah. It's also this idea of like it's somehow modest to be like the only way to relax is on my private island drinking a shrimp cocktail out on a yacht. Is that so much to ask? Like, yes, it is a lot to ask.
And that people would be fighting over. I understand like AC if you don't have AC, but
Right.
over a pool, like
Yeah.
it's just fun. Like,
Yeah, it's fun, and yeah, it sucks if there's a bajillion people in there. But in that case, it's like I don't know. This is kind of my central complaint with New York anyway, where it's like the selling point of New York to a lot of people is like, oh, you can just get rid of your car and just take the subway, and you're like, yeah, but how do you get to a lake where there's no people are at? You know,
Right,
here
right.
it's like maybe I'll drive up to Castaic,
Right.
have that whole lake to myself. if I want
I
it.
don't know. Outdoors is overrated.
I agree. I so agree.
Kind of is. There's like 2 months in the year where the outdoors rules.
Yeah, like December.
Love this name. Joseph Bonvulio or
No.
Bonvoulier.
No.
26.
What is that? A Dracula? It's a vampire.
Well,
It's a vampire name.
well,
for
wait,
sure.
wait till I tell you his. wait till I tell you his job. The founder and CEO of an asset management company. So he is a vampire. He buys up companies
Yeah.
and fires people. So a real cool guy pays $300 extra a month to access the sprawling pool at Equinox Hudson Yards. That's his building. So far, he's been left cold by the crowding. Quote, on the weekends, if I'm not there at the crack of dawn, the wait time is 4 hours just to get a chair.
He waited 4 hours?
Fucking loser. Go somewhere else. What are
Buy
you talking
your
I'll
own
tell you what, I'm
chair.
sure his dad, Winthorpe Bonjulio, has a lot of. He's going to send a strongly worded letter to come down from his office.
Winthorpe, Hamilton, and Cornelius Von Julio will bring the power of God down upon you, sir.
So you can imagine my surprise.
It's funny that he wants to be there at the crack of dawn.
Yeah. Yeah. If I'm there past 9,
Suspicious.
I begin smoking and steaming. The wet and wild. This article is fucking great. The wet and wild scenes are causing some prospective renters and members to cut and run before signing any paperwork, which is like,
No,
so
it's not.
it's forcing
No,
you to
it's
be
not.
discerning. Yeah, that's terrible.
These guys using the pools are fucking up the real estate market. That's what people don't understand. They think you're just trying to cool down because it's miserably hot out and have fun with your friends. No. They're trying to ruin my fucking investments. Are you fucking kidding me?
Last month, Denis Shirshikov, 32, was apartment hunting on the Upper West Side. He wanted a luxe building with a pool, but when he stepped foot inside the indoor pool area on a Thursday afternoon in one upscale West 87th Street building, he was shocked by what he saw. There was a mix of Gen Z and millennial-age sunbathers shouting and splashing, leaving a trail of empty beer cans in their wake. And you're like,
Shouting, oh, what fun!
Somebody call the fucking cops.
Like, literally, what do you think a pool is? You're describing a pool in the summer.
Also, what is the generational call out there?
Well,
What a boomer thing to notice.
Yeah.
wait till I show you a picture of this guy because it's
Okay.
incredible. Quote, the pool itself was unruly, Shirshikov, a dad of 3 young children, told the New York Post. It was a frat party on a Thursday afternoon, and the Post was kind enough to include a photo of this
boy.
guy, and we'll put this on our Twitter so people can see it. Just
That baby is
it's
so
like,
cute.
dude, there are pools in New York City that are open to the public that have hours for young children. Motherfucker, just go there. What's wrong with you?
No, the thing is, clearly everyone in this article is basically just like, I should have a private pool.
Yeah.
When I pay $65, that means me and 3 other people can be in this pool.
Yeah.
This is my favorite detail. Shirshikov, a strategist at awning.com, a real estate company for investors.
All real estate and investor shit.
It's like, oh, so your company claims to know shit about real estate, but you didn't figure out that this pool was going to have parties at it? He knew that he could never have his kids around the ruckus, and so he went on to the next listing. Next month, he'll be moving into a building near Lincoln Center where he says things are more civilized. Quote, I'll be doing laps after work, relaxing and sitting in silence. People stay in their own lane. So... Nice pun at the end there.
When you do laps in a pool after a grueling day of work, the tears go in with the swimming pool, so no one can see you cry.
So basically, the article is rich people are having to move to a different rich apartment.
Yeah.
To get what they want.
To not
wow,
be.
that sounds awful.
Yeah.
In New York City.
But you have to imagine, like, what they're doing is moving into a building where just the security is willing to do violence onto people that aren't living there, as opposed to these where it's like, this lacks security. Anybody could just come up to this pool. But I don't know.
You can invite 2 guests. The sign says 2 guests per person.
Yeah, the third guest will be shot if you come in here. So.
I'm always like amazed by parents that are shocked that the world is not built for them with the kids.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
what
like, I
fucking...
don't have kids, and I know that. My mom put me on a leash as a third. I was 3. Yeah, I was on a leash.
Oh, really?
You were a
Yeah,
leash kid?
I was a leash kid. Listen,
I was
I turned out okay. Still here to talk about it. That was the whole point.
I always just got dumped in the toy store as if she was trying to get me abducted. You know?
Me too, like to an alarming
Yeah.
degree. My mom would just be like, "Go hang out at this mall."
Yeah, definitely.
Don't leave the toy store. All right.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I would always tell my mom I hung out with my friends at the food court, and we
Yeah.
both knew that I didn't have any friends at the food court.
It's just the food court.
Yeah, it's just me and
were
just me and the Manchu Walk and the Severos.
Yeah. Both those sound good.
Hell yeah.
Shit was good.
Sparrow. I love Sparrow.
But yeah, that's the news from
Yeah,
New York
that's good.
Shitty.
Speaking of stuff that's crazy on the internet, can I read a dating profile?
Please.
So this one, she's covered in tattoos, kind of goth
Wait, I need
looking.
to know what site this is on.
Oh, this was on Tinder.
Okay.
Keep in mind, she has a big cross tattooed in the middle of her forehead.
Ooh, forehead.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Wow.
she's a bunch of the pictures with her with guitars.
I was ready for any other body part besides
No,
forehead.
Yeah.
All right.
Forehead. She's like covered pretty good.
Cool.
Okay, so about me. I'm here to make max progress. Okay. I'm ready now. Okay. To the ones that I seek that seek me, I go. What? Until I feel my divine purpose, I am 100 back to me. Collabs or gigs work only. Had it all, then I lost it. Came to LA, got the opportunity to have more.
Hold on. This is like free-form poetry.
This is a YouTube comment.
I
but
know.
in a,
Yeah, had it all and then I lost it, and then just brushing that off.
Yeah. Oh, we're not brushing it off. Had it all, then I lost it. Came to LA, got the opportunity to have more than I was ready for. Lost it before I could even think about keeping it. Traveled around some. Went full circle. 100 times stronger in my true self. Still lost, but enjoying the mystery. I am free, pushing against all that tries to lead me astray. In search of to perform / get signed.
okay.
Open to collabs.
So she's just advertising, I am the craziest person in the world. Somebody you should clearly not want anything to do with. And you should either date or sign me to a large record contract.
Wow.
You got to learn some syntax for those sentences before anybody's going to sign you, lady.
A
'cause
lot of them are shorthand, like weird like could spelled CLD. I think she was running out of characters in the profile.
Is she an app? What?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Oh yeah, it's like AI, like they just auto generate like yeah.
This one was too fucked up to be AI. It'd be funny if the AI was also like, we got to throw in some insane ones to throw them off. They can't all be like girl next door type bots.
I feel like what if you sang all of that? Maybe it's a song.
Yeah.
Maybe that is her song.
That's the collab.
It was hard to decide what type of music she was into. I don't know if anyone
think it's
will get
Christian
this.
rock.
Other
Yeah,
than,
I mean, I would hazard a guess and say Christian
any-
rock about like being forgiven.
I don't know how many will get this reference, but she looks like a woman who's really into that band Type O Negative.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I know.
So kind of gothic.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
really gothic to the point where you're like, okay, this is a little bit much. But
know what?
You know,
This is my theory. She's in prison. That's what I think. Actively in prison.
yeah, I mean, using context clues, you're probably
she's
right.
lost it all multiple
lost it
times.
all.
Right?
At all.
Yeah.
To have multiple
Still-
rock bottoms.
Still lost.
Yeah. Hard. Yeah, she's not doing better.
Hard to do right behind bars. We all know this. Yeah.
So yeah, that was one when you're on the dating apps where you're just like, well, I'm a fucking loser for being on the same thing this person's on.
There was a lady
crazy
who
out there.
used to work at the tour company that I worked at who I followed on Instagram just for work stuff, and she has slowly gone into the yoga to QAnon pipeline.
Oh yeah.
And so that's been a fun development of her just like meditating
Oh, yeah,
on the
I-
beach and being
I
like
call these people sage against the machine.
Sage against the machine, exactly. Just her meditating on the beach, being like, "Do not let the government tell you what to do," and shit like that. And you're like, "Okay, what happened?" And then also trying to organize some sort of scam like trip to Honduras with everybody. I'm like, So everybody's gonna kill themselves when you get there, right? Like that's what this ends with.
That's where you just go and rub like herbs and dirt on your face.
she
and you're
was-
like, okay, this is the good dirt, though.
Well,
this is the dirt that's okay to rub on your
I
face.
think the impetus there, like, it's like it stems from this like desire to never hear bad news.
Oh yeah.
It just takes me out of my peaceful center, and I just can't hear.
Those people
anything.
are so funny to me.
Yeah.
Don't tell me anything negative, because then I might have negative thoughts, which I can't handle.
Yeah, like
I cannot handle that.
They're
We're
so
positivity.
Presenting positive energy.
Yeah.
Positive energy.
You need to drink a
Newport
creamsicle.
Beach. Newport Beach in the house. Positive energy.
They're like,
Brought to you by the news.
I got this story from Brevard County, Florida. This is great. You know, there's we got a new branch of the military, of course, the Space Force.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't really heard too much about them, but they had a little fun incident recently down in Florida. The Brevard County Sheriff's Office says a man was arrested Friday for trying to enter Patrick Space Force Base, which I didn't. This is me finding out they already have a base.
Yeah.
I didn't-
And in California.
Huh? Oh, this is
I've
in.
driven past it.
Oh, they have one.
Really?
They have one out
another
here.
one in California.
Oh my
yeah.
God! This.
You got to have both sides
your
of the
way.
country
Yeah.
covered from aliens.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
Well,
they can have the planes. They can have the planes. Just save the coasts.
oh, funny you mentioned that, Sam. Corey Johnson, 29, from Ocala, Florida, told deputies that he had taken a Ford F-150 without the owner's permission in Riviera Beach 3 days earlier. And according to deputies, he didn't know who owned the vehicle, but they say that he tried to get onto the Space Force base. He claimed to be warning the government about a fight currently happening between Chinese dragons and U.S. aliens.
Whoa.
Well, and nobody thanked him.
I know. Hero. Which, how is something a U.S. If we are to believe these are creatures from beyond the stars, how are they ours? You know.
Well, Area 51 gray man. We've been
Oh,
cloning them
that's right.
We gave him
to
citizenship.
fight the dragons from China.
We naturalized the
Does he think
Greys.
the dragons from Chinese New Year are real
Yes,
dragons?
yes.
You know, it's a bunch of people under there just
Yeah, they
walking
got big
around.
sticks. Yeah, it's just people with sticks. Those are made out of crepe paper, guy. Johnson also told deputies that he was sent by the president of the United States to give warning.
Joe Biden?
Yeah, and that the president
No,
told him.
the real president.
Yeah, the real president.
Oh, right,
yeah,
right,
actually,
right.
yeah, you're right. And the president told him to steal the vehicle. So I do love that Joe Biden's just like, hey, man, we got to get you to take care of these dragons, man.
These dragons are terrible. Something's got to be done about it.
We got to take them out, Jack.
I think it's wonderful that he tried to get on this Space Force, whatever.
Yeah.
With a stolen car.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Which to me shows like it really is a pure of heart person. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he really cares about this country because like he didn't let anything stop him.
No.
You didn't have a car, let me get one.
Yeah.
You didn't have access, let me bust through.
Absolutely.
I love it.
My message must be heard.
It is great when people like this just think they're doing something good the whole
Yeah.
time. Even when they're getting arrested, they're like, "No, you don't understand."
It always gives me slight pause because like it reminds me of that story. I'm sure I've said it on this podcast before, but like it was like during the 2012, and this guy busted into where the Hadron Collider was, where they were trying to make gray matter.
Oh, and CERN, yeah.
And this guy busted in. Apparently, there's this internet story. This guy busted in a black coat, and he was running through the Hadron Collider trying to destroy it because he said he was from the future, and that this shit was going to destroy the planet. And I was like, yeah, there's no room for there's no ego in what he's doing. Like, he's just like, I'm trying to save the world.
Yes.
Like,
And this is the problem is that because our media is so skewed. Now but I feel like every story where like an insane person shows up, like we never show their journey to get to the spot where we actually meet them after they've done the crazy thing. Like
Right.
Yeah.
that guy you're talking about, they probably had a whole training montage. You know
Right.
what I mean? But we never get to see it.
right.
He trained for this moment.
Take it to the limit.
Where is that? We don't ever get to see his, journey, his arc to this moment.
You got the touch. You got the power.
And because it was told in such a cryptic way where you don't see the background of that guy, you're like,
Yeah.
well, Where's he from? Yeah. Did he come from the future?
Show me his birth certificate.
Yeah. And I would actually be more interested in a 2012 insane guy than currently,
That's true,
because
yeah.
now it's always the same goddamn thing. Like the guy who tried to drive the train into the boat at the
Yeah.
beginning of COVID, it turns out like, oh yeah, he just read too much internet and got Q-pilled. Like,
Right.
boring. I want to know about the Hadron Collider guy.
That was pre-Q.
That's pre-QAnon. What was he doing?
He's a hipster of insanity. I like the old stuff. Back when they were trying to make gray matter.
Yeah, I used to listen to the radio, damn it. What do you know about Bill Cooper? Oh, you like
yeah.
Alex Jones? That's bullshit. I was a Bill Cooper guy.
A bunch of reptiles that live in the Earth's core, huh? Oh, wow. Is this your first go around?
I still want to see the debate between the flat Earth people and the hollow Earth people. It's my only thing, because they can't both be right.
Yeah, it's like a hollow disc.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's like a big ice rink.
Before I build a rocket ship, before I commit to take a trip, I want to know I was equipped with heart enough to stay where I'm sent, where I'm sent, where I'm sent, where I'm sent.
Y'all, are you ready for our final segment, the jam of the week?
Yeah.
I figure we get a little summer vibe going. This is the Zac Brown Band featuring James Buffett, Jimmy Buffett. This song is called Knee Deep. Little tropical vibe here.
Okay.
You know this tune? I figure Carter, having worked in a bar in Nashville, would maybe be the one person that knows this one.
This is escaping me. I mean, I just know the two James Buffet songs. I know Cheeseburger Land and
Margarita
I'm drunk.
Town.
Yeah, I'm drunk in Cheeseburger Land. Yeah, I've heard those two. I don't know this one.
Well, this is a CMT classic. Came out in 2010. This was around the time where Jimmy Buffett not making hits of his own, but definitely hopping on everybody else's stuff in the country world. But got a little tropical vibe to it. But let's see what the people think. And of course, the only place to find out what the people think is in the comments of youtube.com. So let us go down now. First up, Wayne Kennedy Jr. from 5 years ago. Listening and wishing my ex-fiance would come back to me. Starting off strong, Wayne.
All of them are like this.
Yeah, even a fun song about being drunk on the beach. It's like, good damn it, Charlotte, where art thou?
I mean, it could be a YouTube video of the happy birthday song, and you're like, my ex-wife had a birthday. People just fucking vent on these. It's terrible.
Arthur Lawler from 4 years ago. Hey, if you ever desire to just pick up one of your greatest fannies, just call love to Currently Texas. Man, love you, watch you, perform, and then they give a phone number.
What?
Yeah, they do.
Drunk voice to text.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that one.
Full area code and everything.
Oh, yeah. I just like the idea of calling the number and being like, hey, do you remember when you were on Crank 4 years ago and you started typing weird shit on YouTube? Omar from 3 days ago. Hot off the presses. Sun up, sun down. We go back. Valencia Road. Little single wide 311 with 2nd Street. Wouldn't change it for anything. The way we were raised and live by the rules and never give up. The simple rules. Family, kids, work, the speed limit, follow rules, safety. Simple.
Yeah.
That guy's
Well,
weird.
he left out the rules that we know he means, which is, and no black.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And also, here are 8 simple rules for dating my teenage daughter. Vincent Collado from 3 days ago. Alcohol decreases testosterone levels and increases estrogen levels in men. So he's
Just advice.
I just, this is me finding out that there's like straight edge men's rights people, which is what that appears to be.
Sometimes getting sober is bad for people.
Yeah,
Mostly it's good, but sometimes it just makes people go absolutely fucking insane.
Next up, Gabrielle Zeems. 3 days ago. A lot of shit happened 3 days ago.
Yeah, when was that?
I don't know.
Something to do with astrology.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
You're right, yeah.
Sometimes these-
No, what that happens is they went out to their pool and there were too many damn kids at the pool, so they just went back in the AC and started typing.
Probably just on an episode of a popular TV show.
Oh, perhaps,
That's what usually
perhaps.
happens.
Oh, well, yeah. Funny thing about one of Zach Brown Band's songs, he has a song called Chicken Fried that was being used by Applebee's. And literally while the invasion of Ukraine was going on, CNN cut to a commercial where it was like, chicken fried, beers, and jeans, and, whatever.
Yeah, I remember that from the day it happened.
Yeah, the day it happened. But yeah, Gabrielle Zeems 3 days ago. I've listened to this song since I was a little girl. I believe I was 9 or 10 years old when this came out. Always takes me back to mom grilling out and my stepdad eating worms that I would dig up for him.
Oh my god!
like,
That's a stepdad really trying to impress. Like, what do you want me to do? I'll eat worms.
Stepdad is the boogeyman from WWE circa 2006.
Stepdad trying to cook you sandwiches and be like, look, I'm really.
My stepdad is a 60-pound catfish.
No, her mom told her that her dad is that fish that you put on the wall.
It's Big Mouth Billy Bass. Yeah, there we go. My dad cannot stop singing "Take Me to the River."
That's I want to vomit after hearing that.
That was one of those like you see where it's going and then it's the hardest left ever.
Holy fucking shit! That's nasty. Gross.
Bernaldo from 4 years ago. I'm from the UK. When I went to Florida, this song played every time I traveled in my SUV. I don't want to freaking leave. I'm now forever filled with American nationalism. Oh no. We flipped one. No.
Zach Brown.
You've got your own Nazis over there. Go back to your home. Jesus.
This song is making people Nazis.
Apparently.
I need to listen to the lyrics.
I've never heard this song.
I didn't catch that vibe from it so far.
Hey, that's the problem with human beings. Everything's open to interpretation. Todd Phillips, I don't think this is the director of The Hangover
and Joker.
I think this is not that Todd Phillips, but nonetheless.
Could be.
Maybe. Todd Phillips from 1 year ago. I don't know what to say, but I like what this song represents. Right now, today, May 27th, 2021, our country is totally falling apart at the hands of a globalist communist thief. Mm-hmm. This song came out just a little after my wife of 18 years left me.
Oh my God.
I think I found your problem.
There it is.
I have incredible pain.
Did his wife leave him for Joe Biden?
Yeah, the communist thief. Damn, Robinette Biden stole my wife.
Swarthy hair. This commanding stage presence.
Versailles Chick, 1994, from 5 years ago. I'm a Southern girl, and I grew up in the South. That's redundant.
Okay.
I lived in a cotton field next to a dirt road and a creek for 22 years. But we got
Sounds like a lie.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, because it's like since she lives in the field, it's like you probably have a house
I
near.
lived in a field with a creek, and there was also banjos. I'm from the South.
She says she lived there for 22 years, but we got foreclosed on. So I'm living in a house behind a diner. We now pay rent to a Greek.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Did she capitalize that?
Yes.
Oh no.
For some reason, just a Greek.
For some reason. We know the reason.
Yeah.
This person is racist.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they're from Europe, but like, not really. Thankfully, it's a house, not a trailer. God has blessed me despite my troubles, and that's what this song reminds me of. One of those blessings is being a Southerner from South Carolina. It's like, you have said this.
You said South like 5 times.
Yeah, we got it.
Not Greece. I
Not
would just
Greece.
I live in not Greece,
Yeah.
even though my landlord is Greek.
A Greek. Time to take a seat. We've hit the Chris Hansen section. Kristal, if you don't know, we have done so many of these. We've hit upon the hypothesis that people posing as small children post on YouTube as a way to attract sex perverts by stating their age and whatever they want to hopefully attract someone. So here we go. This is the Chris Hansen section. Wix from 5 years ago. Here's to being 13 and raising a glass of non-alcoholic beverage to this song.
Oh, no.
Which is a perfect
Sounds
setup
like a
for
child.
some weirdo to message him and be like, you want the real shit, kid? I'll come to your house with some Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah, wow.
Hopefully that's a FBI agent.
Yeah, we hope. One hopes.
Yeah.
Similarly, AB from 10 years ago. I'm 14 and I'm drunk. No school tomorrow.
Where are my parents? I'm all alone.
One more. Adam Morris from 2 years ago. I'm 14. I know that's bullshit. Here's to an alcohol and a beach.
An
alcohol?
Oh, yeah, that's a Greek.
This is a song young teenagers get drunk to, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
This sounds like the most generic, like, fucking.
The most generic "My
What's the
Parents
name
Didn't
of the
Love
song
Me"
again?
song.
The song is called Knee Deep.
All right, now maybe I've been around comics too long, but I keep wanting to complete that with in pussy.
There were quite a few parodies. We got some
Right.
wannabe Weird Owls in here.
Zach Brown featuring Jimmy Buffett knee deep in pussy.
you know they've been there. You know those two guys, they've been there.
Yeah, like, well, Jimmy Buffett was there. He was like regaling them with stories that were horrifying everybody in the studio.
Yeah, there were a lot of like attempts at sexy parodies, but I did find one that was just kind of disturbing. Xantasu from 6 years ago. Hey, does anyone know where to find the military parody of this song? It goes something like, knee deep in the water somewhere. Got the Afghan winds blowing sand through my hair. Only worry in the world is an IED over there. Heads up, there's a firefight. Never been so happy. Never felt so alive. I think I might have found my own fucked up paradise.
Snoop Dogg, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like him.
The military remix of this song.
The shell shocked
they are-
remix, yeah.
If that's the thing you would do if you were just bored as hell in Iraq, you're not in firefights, you're coming up with parody songs.
Got a few more here. Adam Brown from 1 year ago.
Zach's brother.
Yeah, it might be Zach's brother, or I don't think it's Adam Todd Brown of the Unpops podcast network, but maybe Adam
Zach
Brown.
Brown's like, you have to be a musician.
Adam Brown, 1 year ago, I try to cherish time with my family. Like tonight, I met a beautiful woman, and I asked my dad to hang out just for a minute with me and my new girlfriend, Erica, but he would rather watch TV. So
Don't blame him.
there's a lot happened. He said he met her tonight. It was like, meet my father. It's like, yeah, I
You're
don't-
my girlfriend now.
You are my Erica. Come to my home and meet my TV watching dad.
I think that the service BetterHelp is messing up by like sponsoring podcasts. They just need to go to the comment section of
Absolutely.
any YouTube video. That's where they are. The people that need it.
These people all think nothing's wrong with them or their
Yeah.
life. Their only problem is their ex-wife from 18 years ago, which they still
Yeah.
bring up on a regular basis.
Which is triggered like immediately by a song that was
Yeah.
on like a Chili's commercial.
By like fucking the C note or something.
Yeah,
They just
yeah.
hear a guitar and they're like, Sheila.
This person, by the way, making a return to the show is Stacey Buckley, who appeared when we talked about Aerosmith's "Living on the Edge" back on the Corona Diaries 127. Stacey Buckley.
Starting to get a feel for these people's musical tastes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. 5 days ago, make a dog happy, fix a cat. Donate to a local not-for-profit animal rescue near you. The kids in our community are treated like second-hand people. Truth. Buena Vista, Holiday, Florida. They deserve safe bus stops. Parties at the clubhouse on holidays. My HOA is a joke, run by selfish adducts. It's a shame. Let's rock this town in a good way. Nice. Drive-by shootings. We'll have management company too. What the fuck?
I think her and Prison Girl would work.
Yeah.
They need each other.
Absolutely. And finally, Harvey Mushman from 4 years ago. That's my new fake name. Harvey Mushman is perfect.
This is this guy's real name, though. It's not an internet handle.
Yeah.
Harvey Mushman, 4 years ago. I saw Jimmy Buffett in the news recently. They said he was slowing down, so I had to write this.
That was the news story. Jimmy Buffett slowing down?
Yeah, well, also, this is 4 years ago. It's like, the motherfucker is still touring a lot. What are you talking about?
He's also like 98. Like,
yeah. He's going to die on a tour bus or on stage. Like, there's no other way for this to end for Buffett. Anyway, so yeah, he saw in the news, everybody saw this report on CNN, Jimmy Buffett slowing down, so I had to write this, LOL. Maybe he did not start out wanting to be the king of all beaches in the world and the governor of all the oceans that touch them. But he is and always will be. Jimmy Buffett is a Sky Lord and a free spirit of highest order I have ever seen or heard of.
Those are pilots or Sky Lords. He's not a Sky Lord. I thought he was like a beach maven.
No, he flies those planes what can land on the water.
Okay, so he's a beach sheriff and he's also a Sky Lord. Never has one song done so much for one person. He is a beach senator and a Sky Lord.
He is also Aquaman and can commune with the fishes.
He is the king of hamburger buns. People love that fucking song.
He has fished more spots, spilled more grog, and drank more rum, had more skirt chase him, want him, lie. And they said had him than any other weak-kneed landlubber or want-to-be Sky Lord that has not seen the unreachable stars.
Man, this guy's a pirate for sure.
Hey, a pirate looks at 40. That's one of his other songs.
When the world is consumed by like cataclysmic waves and everything, like
Buffett stands strong.
Yeah, Buffett's one of 5 people who gets flown. Not Warren Buffett, Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett
gets flown to Mars.
He's
a Sky Lord.
Sky Lord that has not seen the unreachable stars at max altitude from his own jet, as Jimmy must have done more times than can be counted. What he did miss was that Starman ride in the Tesla, and I think his heart is gone for that ride, and if his body could have done the same, we'd be getting new songs inspired by that heavenly sight granted to him by the kindred heavy spirit of rockets. Or my name is not Blue Water Spray. I have kissed more gals, sailed on more ports, drank more rum, graced more ships, and shorelines with cannonballs than any man dead or alive. I've seen more ocean sunsets. I've seen more.
Being on boats will ruin your brain.
I was to say. Oh my God.
These landlubbers.
That's the greatest thing I've ever read. Oh God, and that is Zach Brown Band featuring the Sky Lord, James Buffett, with Knee Deep. It's the stupidest song too. You gotta grab them down there.
Yeah, like what is amazing about Jimmy Buffett?
I don't know, but this guy thinks that he is like
Rivers is crying. Right now.
No, it's like watching Rivers lose
For anybody
his mind.
wanting to know, Rivers has been crying for probably the last 4 minutes, laughing about
This
this.
guy thinks that Jimmy Buffett is the baby at the end of 2001: A Space Odyssey. Which would be an incredible sequel. The baby lands to, re-inspire human evolution and just pulls out a guitar, just nibbling on sponge cake. And you're like, oh God, we're
Jimmy
fucked.
Buffett's like the Neo that learned how to control the Matrix.
Kind of did. He turned one song into
He took
$2
like a
billion.
cubicle and he like went like this and it became a beachside front.
You know what's great is that this is, if you were Drew Barrymore, that is your reign.
Right.
That's beautiful, honestly. I love it.
Oh my God. That's the craziest fucking thing I've ever read. And it just so evocative. Jimmy Buffett, the Sky Lord. Oh.
Like a Pegasus burning out of the...
That guy has been like baking in the sun for 30 years
he's that
on
guy.
a fishing boat.
Yeah,
he's red. He's just red now.
Yeah.
He's the sole survivor of a sinking ship who was left out at sea for like 60 days and drank his own piss too much. And
He'll
now
drink
he's
like
this.
14 Miller Lights a day, but it's like, it's all right. It's a Miller Light.
I don't even get drunk.
Yeah, it's not that much in it.
Just keep me away from the grog.
But all he wants is for somebody to read that and say, you know what? Jimmy Buffett is not slowing down.
Yeah, that's the other thing. The central premise is incorrect.
Jimmy Buffett
He's
is
right.
He's trying to give him his flowers while he's still here. You're the Sky Lord.
That's fair enough. Oh,
You got
Jesus.
rockets or whatever.
Oh, my God. Kristal, please tell the people where they can find you on the internet and find your brand new comedy record.
Yeah, so you can find me everywhere at The Dark Crystal. You can also find probably my album and everything else at my website, kristaladams.com. It's spelled Kristal spelled the right way with a K and an I.
All right. Nice.
That's right.
And we'll, whenever that album does drop, we'll retweet that. So
Thank
you. Hell yeah.
follow Kristal, follow us. You'll see it on there. We'll be pumping it out. So we love it. Sam, where can people find you online?
Twitter, Slam Harder. Instagram, slam.harder. Or Sam666. Sam Harder 666.
He's got 2 instas coming at you, folks.
2 Instas, different content.
Fast and furious,
A
unstoppable.
bunch of people blocked my first account when it got hacked, so now I have an account that only some people can see.
I
So you
didn't know
got that count back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So now he's got
unblock
a-
it.
Yeah, you can unblock it.
Double
now.
barrel shotgun a harder.
Did you ever see that message back and forth with me and the person that like had got you?
If you blocked it, no.
Oh, because all it was this person messaging me, and I kept being like, LOL. And then they would message again and like, but I need your help. And I'd be like, LOL. And I was like, no, are you going to help me? And I'd be like, LOL. And he's like, well, fine then.
Hell yeah.
That's so funny. I there was some really funny messages between, because he kept hitting up comics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
of
of course
course.
they know it's a scam.
Yeah.
I didn't, but they know it's a scam. They were just fucking with him.
Yeah.
One was trying to see if it
I'm
was
looking it
actually
up right
me,
now.
so they're just like, when was the last time I saw you?
Yeah.
And they, of course, were like, yeah, just please help me out,
Yeah.
please. And the guy was like, I'm not going to help you out because last time I saw you, you gave me an Indian sunburn on my penis.
I'm looking for it right now, what you said.
Carter, where can people find you online?
Carter_Glasscock on Twitter and Instagram.
Hell yeah. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rivers Langley, and you can find our show on Twitter at The Goods Pod, every episode ever, youtube.com/TheGoodsPod. Join the Tower of Power over at patreon.com/TheGoodsPod. That is the best way to support the show. Second best way to support the show, head to Apple Podcasts, rate, review, and subscribe. Show that attitude of gratitude, because if you do not have the attitude of gratitude, Daddy, we are going to send you into space with Buffett. The Goods from the Woods was recorded and edited by me, Rivers Langley. You can find our show on Twitter at The Goods Pod. Our theme song was composed by Jonas, the Space Cowboy.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.